Welcome to Ghana.
Thank you.
We've known you for a lot of exploits and achievements actually. Most recently we heard you perform at Wembley.
Yeah.
How is the feeling like?
It was one of the greatest feelings in my life. I mean, if footballers look up to going to play at the Wembley and they see it historical for them, how much more me being the first African to get the privilege to perform at the Wembley Stadium. And it happens to be, it's now official that I've done Wembley Stadium and Wembley Arena, which is a great historical achievement for me.
The first Ghanaian to do that.
The first Ghanaian, the first African to do that.
In terms of the attendance, how many people attended that concert and what concert was
Wembley
it?
Stadium, we had over 50,000 people showing up there, which was great. We had Graham Kendricks, we have Noah Robinson, Tim Hughes, Matt Redman, Lara Martins. These are all gospel greats that we heard of, and I had the privilege to share the stage with them, which was a Hillsong as well. We had a great time there. Yeah.
I will ask this: what inspires you to do what you do and do it so well?
I think I was created for this. However, I have a lot of part to play. So what inspires me is my love for God and knowing Him inside out, and knowing that two things that He cannot do for Himself. God is praising and worshiping Himself. So if we've had this privilege to do this for Him, then we must do it with every single thing inside of us. And for me, it's a great honor to lead God's people into that atmosphere where divinity always meets with humanity. It's a great honor for me, and I don't take it for granted. Yeah.
Okay, so your album, and we heard you performing in Ghana too. Can you tell us about the Ghana show and what we should expect?
It's gonna be on the 1st of December 2012, and it will be one of the best shows ever that Ghana has ever experienced. For me, the whole year has been great for myself. I've been touring all over the world, and I think the creme de la creme, they always say the best is saved for the last anyway. So the best one is going to be at the Dome on the 1st, and I'll be bringing Lionel Peterson as well. He's one of my mentors, one of my papas, and he's excited about this. He's coming with me, and we're doing all the new songs. It's gonna be crazy on the stage. I mean, we've got some new stuff that we're gonna be doing. It's gonna be a different gospel show. It's not gonna be like the ordinary show, the gospel show that people go to. And I promise Ghana that heavens will kiss the earth.
You said that before.
I always say it.
And you said that you've performed the 2 concerts in Ghana so far.
That's right.
And no, 2 in Accra and I think 1 in Kumasi.
Yeah. 2 in Accra, 2 in Kumasi.
Wow. Okay. So those concerts. Let's look at those concerts. The December one. What's the difference here?
The last 2 we did was, I think, 2 years ago at the National Theatre, and you were there and you saw the energy and the crowd. They didn't want to go. It was jam-packed. And Kumasi, we had about 3,000 to 4,000 people there as well for the first one. The second one, we had 30,000 people show up, and it was a great experience. Now, put all of that aside, I'm going to give you double of that experience for this one, because as we go higher, we learn new stuff, we learn how to do stuff even better. So what you saw 2 years ago, it's going to be ×2 this time around, and trust me, I'm coming with a full band from London with my 10-piece band. I'm gonna put the African band in my 10-piece band, so it will be about 22-piece band on stage. 9 hornsmen, 9 of them on stage. I mean, it's gonna be crazy, and I want people to dress to kill. Make sure you're looking good. Let's come have fun. Yeah.
You have to be cautious with the word "dress to kill."
I'm sorry, okay, as in look so good, look presentable for God, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's put the concept aside and let's look into what you've been up to aside the performances and the shows and performing at the Wembley and the rest. What have you been up to?
We've been working on a lot of singles. I've got a new one coming out called Wonder God, and it's got a typical Yoruba Nigerian feel. I did another project called When Worshippers Gather, which I'll be releasing 5 of those singles amazing live recording. It's going to really, really bless people. I've been working on my books, written 10 books, busy collecting awards as well. Working on my clothing line. I released my shoe, my velvet slippers lines as well. So just a jack of all trade, busy doing everything, working on a few projects, real estates and everything. So it's just, you know.
So a minister of the word, musician, and a businessman.
Absolutely, very, very important.
Which of these three do you love doing most?
To be honest with you, my greatest feeling is when I'm on stage. However, God is a businessman, and this is what people get wrong. The gift without the business concept does not work. The business person has to work with the gift. That is why you can get gifted people who are still broke, because they don't add the business mentality to it. The gift comes with passion, and sometimes we could be driven by passion and not realize that there's a business side to the whole thing. So these are stuff that as time goes on you begin to learn and put the two together, and that's what I've been doing, and here we are today, still working hard.
You know, touching on the business parts side of music and all that, and you ministering the word of God, you know, there have been concerns that gospel musicians, some basically go into being a gospel musician because of the money aspect of it, the business aspect, not to actually preach the word of God. Is that possible, and what do you think about that?
In everything, there are good people and bad people, so that could be possible for some people. What I always say to when I have the chance to talk to people is, whatever you do, check your motive. So if what you're doing is positive, your motive will tell. If it's not, time will tell as well. People do it because of the money, because if I do this and people buy it, I'll make this. And others also are passion driven. They just do it because they've been mandated to do it. But one thing I know is, when you do things without the right motives, it does not last long, because the motives are not right. And people with the right motives do, you just keep going and keep going. So yes, things like that are there, but that's the world we're in, and there are negatives and positives.
So as we as consumers, are we supposed to actually look at the type of songs that they are singing and be able to choose or select which one we listen to?
If the song is blessing you, you'll be amazed. People have their own song they want to hear when it comes to being blessed. So that one, I wouldn't say don't listen to that. No, if it blesses you, hey, enjoy it and buy it, and it also supports the individual. So yeah.
So you don't think there's a problem here actually?
Because I'm on media, I'd have to be careful what I say.
So no, there's a history to this actually. There's a history to this.
I'd say that if it blesses them and it makes them smile, happy, they should get it. If it blesses them spiritually, you should get it. But one thing is, anything that's not of God does not last long. It doesn't. It just comes and it goes. So yeah.
So for you being a successful artist, you've had successful albums, you've performed at several platforms, not just common platforms, but huge platforms with some of the world's biggest gospel artists and all that. What should be the key ingredient to you being a successful musician or gospel musician in Ghana today?
A lot of people are very content with the now and the yesterday, i.e. they create one hit and that's it. That's all. They're excited and they don't want to work hard towards the next stuff that they need to do. Personally, whenever this album is released, I tell my team we're moving on to the next one. So Colors of Africa is doing so well. It's won so many awards. But guess what? I started working on Rhythms of Africa. That's the next one. I started working on the other. So I've got 36 songs ready. So as people are enjoying Colors of Africa, I'm like, yeah, good, great, thank you, but I'm on Rhythms of Africa now, you know. So I always set myself targets and I hit it. Also, learning from people who have gone ahead of us. Experience is priceless. I mean, you want people, you want to get advice from people who have been there, done that. So that's what I'd advise people to do. Get mentors, get great people, write good songs. Sometimes we apply emotions, we add emotions to business. Never add emotions to business. If you're writing a song and it's not good and someone tells you it doesn't sound good, just change it. Before I release one song, I have 15 people that I send it to. The moment they tell me, no, this is not good, I take it out. Or if they all say, yep, it's good. So you need people there to play those roles. And humility, extreme humility also does the job. And yeah.
But sincerely, do you think you've got songs that you've recorded, you've sent it to these people, the songs that basically you just spent a lot more time, invested a lot into recording, you record it, you take it to these guys and they listen to it and say, it's not good, you've dropped them. Has it ever occurred before?
Yes, it has. And I never got offended because I want the truth. Out of the 15, if you get 10 saying it's good, you still go ahead. If it's 50-50, you now ask them, what do you want to hear? What are you not hearing? You know, and then they speak to you. I remember I have this latest Wonder God song, and out of the 15, 14 said, brilliant, we love it. One said, I don't like it, that's not like you. That was how he came, I don't like it. And I scrapped what he said, because 14 people said, yep, we love this. So, you know, you get that. But however, if I get any other single, I'll send it to all the 15 again, because you definitely need, and you'll be amazed who those 15 are. The people who are walking on the street, who are my friends, and they hear the voices of the street, they have to listen to it. The people who are indoors, medical doctors. So I have these selected people, that the office person, the street boy, the street girl, the street woman. And then when they get you that feedback that, yeah, this is it, you go ahead and so these are some of my secrets. These are some of my reasons why the songs are 5 years, 6 years old, 7 years old, and they're still going, because I take time to bring it out.
Okay, finally, I know you're into charity and all that, but just say it with me. How much Sonnie Badu worth?
How much am I worth?
Yes.
I try not to answer this one.
No, you can just approximate it. How much are you worth?
It's dangerous saying this on air. Very, very.
But you're very rich, right?
God has blessed me in wealth. Let me put it that way. And I think that will be.
Let me guess, you're also singing as a go away, they bless me.
Super, 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 super blessed. Extremely blessed. Where we don't, in UK, we don't seek people for sponsorship. The last concert I did, Colors of Africa, cost me £35,000, and I paid it all off cash. Not just that, we own our own musical equipments. I spent £30,000 to buy it like that. Sonnie Badu Ministries have a chauffeur company in West Africa somewhere. You know, we're into properties, and so, you know, but I can't tell what the worth is.
Thanks a lot, and we wish you all the best. I hope we get to speak to you again soon.
Definitely.